1-2. Hello, sports fans, and welcome to this year's 53rd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. I'm Bill Hampton, along with
Amanda Reynolds.
And Amanda Reynolds you work at Three Rivers Community College, and
Yes, that's
what is your
correct.
position there?
I'm a senior administrative assistant to the division chair.
And you graduated from high school
Yes.
where?
East Carter.
East Carter, and we have East Carter Redbirds and the Bernie Mules going to crank it up in what Lloyd Rice has called the breakfast show. So first game of the 26 games, and folks, we're broadcasting live on YHC Channel 21 on New Wave Communications Cable, and also we're live on via the internet on www.yhctv.com. I want to tell you today's game is brought to you by Three Rivers Community College, Lincoln Lacey, they're in Malden, both north and south. If you're looking for any type of automobile, guarantee you, new or pre-owned, they'll find it for you. New Wave Communications and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. We're just about 5 minutes away from tip-off of the first game. Tell you this game, Bernie comes in number 1 seed, Amanda, and they're 7-0. Really haven't been tested this year. The Redbirds come in, they're 0-5, and they're strictly in a rebuilding again this year. Talked to Coach Hoagland. He's very impressed with his JV team. They're 5-1, and he plans on playing a lot of those guys, getting them some experience.
That's right, lots of room for growth.
Well, we want to tell you on the camera today, Brandon Horton, and also our producer today, my partner and co-owner of YHC, Tyler Wagner. He'll be on the TriCaster. This is a first time ever that we're able to bring basketball live without strictly over the internet. I mean, we have worked hard. New Wave Communications has done so many things to help us out to make this a first time venture to hopefully be pulled off. I'm telling you, Tyler and I were up here early this morning trying to get things hooked up. And if you folks want to email us, you can email us at sports@yhctv.com, and we'll be more than glad to read your email over the the broadcast. We hope that this thing goes good, and we feel like it will. Again, we ask that you come to the games. We don't need to see empty bleachers. If we do, then we probably won't get to broadcast live anymore. Again, we want to thank, before we go any further, the administration here at Bloomfield for all their help. Also, the Bloomfield School Board for allowing us to come in to do these games live. We want to tell you that we have some people watching out there. Jordan McGowan, we've got a note up here. We'd like to say hi and wish the following a Happy New Year. Dr. and Mrs. A.F.M. Wilson in Jonesboro, Arkansas. They're watching via the internet. Shannon McGowan in Jefferson City. Peggy and Jerry and the rest of the Vance family in New Hampshire, Illinois. They're joining us this morning. Also, D. Isaac, Lillian, and Denif in Marion, New York. They're all the way from New York watching us today, Amanda.
That's
and
great.
Dennis McGowan and family in St. Genevieve. Folks, we appreciate you watching us via the internet, and hopefully you're getting a clear signal. Tyler, we got time to take a break. You want to take a break and hear from one of our sponsors? He's shaking his head yes, so we're going to do that. We'll be right back.
So you're wondering what's the better deal, cable or the dish? Well, let's see how they size up. The dish has no local office, no ability to provide their own high-speed internet or phone for bundled savings, and can require a 2-year contract with hefty early termination fees. Cable, on the other hand, has local offices, its own high-speed internet, and phone services with a lot of great features. New Wave Communications, there really is no better choice.
Well, welcome back. Again, I'm Bill Hampton along with Amanda Reynolds, and we're broadcasting live from the 53rd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. All 26 games will be brought to you through New Wave Communications. Starting lineups, we're getting ready to introduce. Want to say Stan Durham is the official scorekeeper, or the clock guy on the clock. Also, he'll be working the scoreboard, I guess we need to say. And Lonnie Hutchison is the official scorer. They've been doing this for years, years, and years. We're getting ready for the national anthem. A young lady from Bloomfield will be singing a cappella, so we'll turn it over to her. Well, we're ready for the starting lineups. Amanda, this is your first game to do at basketball, correct?
That's correct.
All right, we'll have fun. East Coaster is going to be introduced first. Preston Hoagland is the coach. Number 15, Daniel Stromat, he's a senior. Number 20, Dwayne Barnes, he's a senior. Number 23, John Ziegler, he's a senior. Number 24, Josh Lewis, a junior. And number 34, Dustin Nichols, he's also a junior. Now for the Bernie Mules, they come in with a record of 7-0, seeded number 1 in this tournament. They're coached by Brad Botch, assisted by Jason Long and Darren Shipman. Number 12, a senior, Jake Welch. Number 14, a 6'1 senior, Quentin Stevens. Number 22, a 6-foot senior, Jake Owens. Number 42, a 6'5 senior, Jake Smith. And number 44, a 6'2 junior, Jordan McGowan. Folks, we're glad you joined us for the breakfast show. Hoping you're having a glass of juice, a hot cup of coffee or tea or a hot chocolate. Get you some breakfast made up and join us. We're glad you're here. Amanda, we're ready for basketball. One of 26 games. We've got our cots up here, and Tyler and I'll be spending the night right here. Just kidding. This is the third year that we have broadcast all 26 games, but this is the first year we've got to do them live. And before we've just taped them and replayed them whenever we could, Amanda. Who's jumping center for the Redbirds?
Daniel Stromat.
Stromat and Smith for the Mules. Mules will control. East Carter in a 1-2-2. Owens from the side for three, puts up a shot, will not go, but he gets a save on it, gets it Gets it out to Stevens, who puts up one just inside the arc there. Would not go. Nice rebound by John Ziegler. Bernie in that man-to-man, and they will get after you from the time you get off the bus to the time you get back on. Got a charge that time. Nice defense by Quentin Stevens. Foul was on Josh Lewis, his first, team's first. Welch down the floor, down to Stevens in the corner for three. Will not go. Ball bounces around. We've got a foul on Owens for the Mules. No score. 7:17 to go in this opening quarter of the opening game of the Bloomfield tournament. Bernie in a 2-2-1 zone, but East Carter breaks it. Stromite with the ball. Violation back across into the backcourt. Jump in there, Amanda. Just Owens inside to Smith. Smith along the baseline gets it out to Welch. He drives, puts it up, scores the first basket of the night. 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. We've got several people standing around us wanting to help, I can tell. Nice inlet pass and a nice shot put up that time, but John Ziegler ties the game at 2 with 6:35 to go. Stevens inside the three-point line, could not get it to go. McGowan with the rebound, down in the corner to Owens. Owens for three, will not go. Ball tipped around, comes out to Stromat. He gets the ball to Lewis. Lewis is being guarded by McGowan. Down in the corner to Barnes. McGowan tips the ball out of bounds. 6:09. Both teams trying to get the rhythm of the game going. Pass down in the corner to Ziegler. Inside, nice turnaround shot, couldn't get it to go. Strong rebound by Smith. McGowan to Owens. Back out to McGowan, off his fingertips. He retrieves, gets it to Welch. Oh, nice pass into Smith. Turnaround, short. Picked up by Owens, puts it up, no good. Taken away there by Ziegler. Owens is on him. Ziegler behind the back. Welch is going to be called for a slap foul there. Second foul on Bernie. First team foul on the Mules. What do you think so far, Amanda?
It's pretty exciting.
Well, I'm very impressed the way the Redbirds are hanging in there.
Holding our own for now.
We got a 5-second violation. Turnover to the Mules, yes. Coming out is Stevens. Coming in for him. Also Smith going out. Coming in is 54 Jeremy Walker and number 40 Sammy Walker. Sammy Walker along the baseline, puts it up, will not go. McGowan crashes the boards, going to be called for a foul. His first, team's third. 2 apiece, 5:20. Stromite inbounds to Ziegler. Barnes still has the ball. Ball taken away by McGowan. Bernie's got the numbers. Nice lead pass to Owens, puts it up, scores it. Jake Owens with his first basket. We've got a timeout on the floor with 5:04 to go. We're going to take a break and be right back.
Hey, I'm Kurt Hillis at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet. We've got a full line of GMC, Chevrolet, and Buick products. I'll pass it over to my Ford man, Charlie Thacker.
GM's not your thing? Come check us out here at the Ford Dodge Jeep store. Check out my man Blake on the internet, LincolnLacey.com.
If you don't have time to come down to Malden, check us out on cars.com or autotrader.com, and if you need financing, I'm going to pass it to my man Robert Sanders.
And our ultimate goal here at Lincoln Lacey, no matter your situation, is to pass the savings on to you.
Well, welcome back. 5:04 to go in the first quarter. 4-2. Mules on top of the Redbirds. Mules will go with that, looks like a man-to-man press now. East Carter gets it in. Barnes has it. Gets it to Stromat. Stromat working against Welch. Welch with the takeaway. Bernie on the run. Welch has it, goes in the lane, puts up a layup, scores it, but we're going to have a charge foul. That's going to be Welch. Second foul. Good defense that time by the Redbirds. I know it's early in the game, but I'm very impressed with the Redbirds. This time last year, they were same game. They were way out of the game. Amanda, game was, I want to say 10-0, and right now it's 4-2 with 4:47 to go. Bernie's still trying to find the rhythm of the game. They'll get there. 5-second violation on the inbound pass. East Carter could not get the ball in. Welch will inbound under the basket. Gets the ball in the corner to Owens. Owens skips it out to McGowan for three. Will not go. Owens with the rebound. Turnaround jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Owens, or kicked out to Owens. Owens for three. No good. Rebounded by Walker. Puts it up. Will not go, but he'll go to the line to shoot two. Jeremy Walker, only a 5'9" senior. Last year we saw this young man get his fair share of rebounds as he gets rebounding position. Foul that time on number 34, Dustin Nichols, his first, team second. Jeremy Walker to the line. First shot, bounces around, falls in.
Looks like we've got Derek Cook coming in to sub.
And he's number 3.
Number 3.
Cook's a senior. Jeremy Walker, a 5'9" senior for the Mules. Hard worker. Short. Rebounded on the floor by Stromat. Stromat being double teamed. Gets the ball to Barnes. Barnes across the timeline to Ziegler. Ziegler working against Walker. Welch with a takeaway. He's going to go in, puts it up, scores it. Jake Welch with 4 1/4.
I chose Three Rivers Community College.
Takeaway that time by McGowan and the Mules. 7-2, Mules on the run. Walker inside to Welch. We're going to have a jump ball. Ball will go over on the alternate possession to East Carter. Bernie's sending in a whole group of people as we got Smith back in. We've also got Cameron Shipman wearing number 1. And Stevens back in for the Mules. Long pass, no one home. Stevens with the ball, gets it to McGowan for 3. Write it down. Jordan McGowan with his first basket.
Ziegler taking it down the court. Passing off to Barnes. Stormat's dribbling, looking for a pass.
He's at the top of the key. He's nowhere, or way out there by the center line, was nowhere in a position to take a shot. But he was looking for someone to pass off to. East Carter maintained, or picks up the loose ball, and Smith with the rebound. Shot that time taken by Barnes. Shipman for a long three, scores it. Boy, he just squared up and let her fly. 13-2, 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Boy, this happened very quickly.
Yep,
Bernie with the takeaway. Smith with the bounce pass to Walker. The ball knocked out of bounds by Nichols. Welch in for McGowan for the Mules. Coming back into the game is Lewis for East Carter. Going out is Dwayne Barnes. McGowan inside, scores it. Or pardon me, Smith, Jake Smith. His first basket. 15-2. Boy, that, I mean, it was 2-2 with 4:34 to go, and Bernie's going on a run. Welch with a takeaway. Bernie's got the numbers. Good defense that time by Cook as he knocked that pass down. Ball passed out of bounds by East Carter. McGowan back in. Walker going out. That's Jeremy Walker for the Mules. 2:15 to go in this first quarter. As you can see, our score's up on the for you to see. It's 15-2. Quentin Stevens at top of key, gets to Welch. Welch inside to Smith. Air ball. Ball pulled down by Ziegler. Quickly down to Cook. Cook loses the handle. Welch with a takeaway. We're going to have a foul on number 23 of the Redbirds, John Ziegler, his first, team's third. Bernie will inbound in their backcourt. Game goes quick, doesn't it, Amanda?
Say that again?
So the game goes quick. Nice
is.
move by Smith. He couldn't get it to go on the baseline. Pulled down by Stromat. Cook with the ball, skips it over to Nichols. Ziegler inside, puts it up, will not go. Smith with a big rebound, gets it to McGowan. McGowan to Stevens. Stevens on a fly, puts it in. Stevens pulled up that time. 17-2. Stevens' first basket of the game.
Stromat setting up another play for the Redbirds.
I tell you, Welch, and I mean this kindly, I don't mean it to sound bad or anything, but he can just aggravate you. He gets on you like ugly on ape. He just goes and goes and goes.
Shots good by Ziegler.
Nice drive that time by John Ziegler. He has all 4 points by the Redbirds. Shipman inside to Smith. Out to McGowan for a long three. In and out. Ball tipped out. Redbirds come away with it. But Welch can just hound you. I mean, I would hate to be playing guard and him on me. That's what I'm saying. It's a compliment. It's nothing negative. McGowan with a takeaway. Good pass to Stevens. Back to McGowan. He puts it up. Good teamwork. McGowan with 5 1/4. 19-4.
Cook
Nice.
passes off to Ziegler.
Nice teamwork that time. McGowan to Stevens. Back to McGowan. Nice
Shots
drive.
good.
Ziegler is finding a seam and going in and giving a fake, little head fake, shoulders, and getting everybody off balance, and he puts up a shot. Stevens with the shot before the horn goes off, would not go, ends the first quarter. It's the Mules 19, the Redbirds 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
I'm taking the same freshman and sophomore classes as at a university, but at TRCC they cost a lot less and financial aid goes further. I love the individual attention. My teachers are great and classes are convenient. Learn more at www.trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Start here, start now at Three Rivers Community College.
Learn more online at trcc.edu.
Hi, I'm Jordan McGowan, Vice President.
Well, welcome back, Amanda. First quarter, very fast pace.
Yes, it did. It picked up quite quickly.
Bernie's press will do that to you. I mean, I thought the first 4 minutes, the Redbirds maintained the pace of the game. They got the ball down the court. They tried to go to an offense. Game was tied up, and then all of a sudden, Bernie's press just started making takeaways, and they were getting easy shots, and they were bringing it home. Shipman from the corner will not go. Welch runs down the loose ball. Nice shot by Stevens from the corner as he gets three, his first 3 of the night. Folks, if he heats it up, these Bernie Mules love to shoot from that 3-point line. And every one of them can put it up. Stevens with a takeaway. Nice reverse, puts it up, will not go. Gets the rebound on the floor. Great pass to Welch. Welch puts it up, will not go. Owens with the rebound, puts it up, scores it, goes to the line to try to do the 3-point play. Nice hustle that time by the Mules. Foul number 2 on Josh Lewis, 4-team foul. Owens converts the three-point play. McGowan back in for Shipman for the Mules. 7-11 to go in the second quarter, 25-6.
Ziegler
Stromat with the ball.
passes it in to Stromat.
Yeah. Go ahead, Amanda. Welch with a takeaway. Goes in, and puts it up. Now what Welch did right there, a lot of people, just like we did, we snickered. He shot the ball, he got fouled. If the thing falls in, you go to the line to shoot 3. If you hold the ball, you're going to the line to shoot 2. You never know. So he puts the ball up, but he goes to the line to shoot 2. First one good. Welch is a 5'10 senior. The foul that time was on Daniel Stromat, his first, team's 5th. Smith back in for the Mules. Welch hits a second. He has 6 in a game. Ziegler with the ball. Owens is on him. Cook has it. Goes off the hands of Stromat. Out of bounds. 6:53 to go in the second quarter. Mules looking to go to 8-0. Stevens from the corner, puts it up, in and out. Nice rebound by Stromat. You know, I'm impressed the way the basic fundamentals right now on defense by the Redbirds. Much stronger than it was last year. Coach Oakland is very proud of his JV team. They're 5-1. He told me before we started tonight's game that those guys are playing good. He's got some guys coming. It'll take him a year or two, but he thinks he'll get it built back.
Just got to stay calm on the offense and not get too excited when the pace picks up.
Ball knocked out of bounds that time by McGowan from defense for the Mules. East Carter's in a rebuilding, and they have been the last couple of years. And again, you just said something. You got to be patient. Smith with the takeaway, gets it up to Stevens. Stevens going to take it in, puts it up off his fingertips, scores it. Quentin Stevens with 5 1/4, 7 in the game. 6 minutes left in the second quarter, 29-6. Mules on top.
Ziegler's having to push hard to get it down the court. Pass is good.
Nichols has it, tries to hit Lewis inside over his head, out of bounds. Shipman back in for the Mules. Welch out. Jeremy Walker coming in for the Mules, coming out Quentin Stevens. 5:45 to go in the second quarter. Mules on top, 29-6. Game's going about the way we really thought it would. Tyler and I talked early. Nice skip pass from Shipman down in the corner to McGowan, inside to Smith. Off the board, scores it. Smith with his second basket. He now has 4 in the game. Owens applying the pressure on Ziegler. Gets it to Cook. Oh, nice inlet pass that time, and then tried to bounce pass it. Nichols did over to Lewis and could not convert on that pass. 31-6. 5 minutes to go. Second quarter. Owens with the ball, working against that 1-2-2 zone. McGowan in the corner to Owens. Inside to Smith. Turnaround jump shot, or turnaround off the board, scores it. Jake Smith, great move. 4 1/4, 6 in a game. 4:45 to go in this second quarter. 33-6. Going to have a charge foul. Jeremy Walker, what great defense as he got there and got set. I tell you, the young man, he's 5'9". I watched him play the last year and a little bit this year. He gives you everything he's got. 5'9" and plays post. Smith to Owens. Inside to Smith, to Walker, to Owens. Skips it over McGowan for 3. Will not go. Shipman the rebound, puts it back, scores it. Shipman with 2 1/4, 5 in the game. 35-6. Zone didn't get back to block you out that time, Amanda. We've got a foul against the Mules. It's going to go against Jake Owens, his second, team's fifth. Welch back in for Owens.
And Barnes is in for Lewis.
And who's inbounding? Stromat throws in. Welch with a takeaway. Gets it ahead to McGowan. In for the layup. Scores it. Going to go to the line to try to convert this to a three-point play. Jordan McGowan with 2 1/4, 5 in the game. Strong move. Good pass by Welch to hit him on the fly. Bernie now goes to the bonus from here on out, the rest of the half. Free throw no good. Smith with a rebound, puts it up and in. Smith was 6 1/4, 8 in the game. We're going to have a foul on Jeremy Walker of the Mules, his first, team sixth. Stromat will inbound. Well, now they're going to change. Ziegler's going to inbound. Shipman out for the Mules. Stevens back in. Stromat on the side. Gets it to Cook. Cook back to Stromat. Just gets it off in time to Barnes. 5 seconds was just about to be called. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Mules. 3:07 to go in this second quarter of play. Mules dominating.
Stromat passes it into Ziegler.
Welch with the takeaway. Nice bounce pass to McGowan. Puts it up, scores it. Give that assist to Welch. McGowan, good hands. McGowan with 4 1/4, 9 in the game. We got a 5-second violation against East Carter. Owens back in for the Mules, along with Sammy Walker. Stevens from the corner for 3. Will not go. Smith with the rebound, puts it up. Will not go. Owens with a big rebound. Puts it up. Will not go. Bernie tips it around. Welch comes away with it. Scores it. Welch picks the loose ball up on the floor. 4 1/4, 8 in the game for Welch. 2:30 to go in the second quarter. 43-6. Mules on top. Stromat with the ball. Working against Smith. Gets it down to Ziegler. Tries to get inside to Nichols. The ball taken away. Welch bounce passes over to Stevens. Puts it up with the left hand, scores it. Yes, 7 1/4, 9 in the game. We've got a timeout with 2:12 to go in the first quarter of play. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jordan McGowan, Vice President of the Bernie Fellowship of Christian Athletes. The FCA wants to remind everyone to keep what's most important first in sports and school. My sponsors in Huddle would like to wish the best of luck to the teams in the 53rd Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament and a happy 2010.
Welcome back. 45-6 with 2:12 to go in this second quarter. The Mules on top of the Redbirds. Amanda, what are you thinking right now? You're coach at East Carter.
Well,
what
Bernie
do you tell your
certainly
guys?
deserves their seed. You know, they've earned it. Sort of a process of elimination, but it is Christmas, so a miracle could happen. I think they're doing really good. They're hustling.
I think it's the day after Christmas.
It's still the Christmas season.
Okay. Chris Carter in for the Redbirds. Wears number 4. He's a junior. Got Cook, Carter, Stromat, Barnes, and Nichols for the East Carter Redbirds. Stroman out front. He's working against Welch. Gets it to Nichols. To Carter. To Barnes. They're working on offense.
They are.
Stroman has it. Has a ball tipped by Welch, but gets it back.
A little short on the 3.
Cook with a shot. Couldn't get it to go. Bernie on the run. Owens quickly down the floor. Puts it up. Will not go. Cook with a rebound. Gets it to Carter. Smith is on him and takes it away, but Carter's going to get it back. Smith still working at it. Cook comes up with it.
You certainly have to give the Redbirds effort for the try. They're really trying to hang in there.
Ball pass back in the back court. Going to turn over to the Mules. McGowan, Jeremy Walker, and Shipman in for the Mules. Out is Sammy Walker, Welch, and Smith. 44 seconds to go in this first half of play. Stevens for a long 3, short. McGowan the rebound, back to Stevens, puts it up, will not go. Walker tips it, but Stroman hits it. Nichols comes away with it with the Redbirds. Is that Walker going to be called with a foul? Number 54, his second to the line for a 1-and-1. Is that number 23, Amanda?
Yes, Barnes is up.
Okay.
Free throw.
It's number 20, Barnes with the free throw. Couldn't get it to go. Owens with the ball down in the corner to Shipman for 3. Short. Carter comes away with it for the Redbirds. Jeremy Walker has it, gets it to McGowan. McGowan quickly down the floor with 8 seconds to go. Drives, puts it up, will not go. Tipped up by Owens, couldn't get it to go. Walker with the ball on the floor. Gets it to Shipman and puts it up. The horn goes off and scores it. Cameron Shipman with his second 3. Ends the first half with the Mules on top of the Redbirds, 48-6. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back to give a recap in just a moment.
So you're wondering what's the better deal, cable or the dish? Well, let's see how they size up. The dish has no local office, no ability to provide their own high-speed internet or phone for bundled savings, and can require a 2-year contract with hefty early termination fees. Cable, on the other hand, has local offices, its own high-speed internet, and phone services with a lot of great features. New Wave Communications, there really is no better choice.
Well, welcome back. And first half, Mules dominate the Redbirds 48-6. No surprise to us or anybody else that is here. But Amanda and I were talking while we were off the air, and you're very impressed or impressed with the Redbirds, especially the way they started out, and they've not lost their composure. They're still trying.
Yeah, that's right. I have been on the other end of the camera before where I was the team losing by so much, and it is hard to, keep your head up, but I think that they're doing a good job of that.
Well, I spoke to Coach Oglin before they came out on the floor and was talking to him, and I just said, I coached for 3 years down at Clarkton, and the first year I coached, when I signed my contract, the superintendent said you need to win more games than you did the year before to get your job back, and how many games that? And it was 2, and we just kind of laughed. We had a big chuckle. We beat Cooter the first game of the season in overtime, lost the next 20 in a row. And we did get our job back, and the program did get turned around, not because of me, but because of the players. They bought into the program we had, and that's what it takes. It's going to take a while. I mean, when, East Carter a few years back, they came in, they were a dominant force in this tournament. And it's just they came in, they were the team to beat. They're former state champs. So the program, it goes through, when you're small towns, it goes through ups and downs. You have some athletes that come through, they gel, they work together, they play together, and then other times you don't have those athletes. And right now, East Carter's in a rebuilding program, but Coach Hoagland is very impressed with his JV team. They're 5-1. Feels like they've got something coming on there. Let's talk a little bit about the tournament while we've got time, as the teams are going to be coming back on the floor. Second game today, we're going to catch the number 2 seed Portageville against the Greenville Bears. And that game, broadcasters will be Ed Gargis and Tyler Wagner. Following that game, be the 3rd seed Kennedy Indians, who probably are the secret of this tournament. Very quick, played some tough teams early in the year, played in a team down at Jonesboro in a big tournament down there, Amanda, and they're very quick. They go 10, 11, 12 guys deep, so they sub quite a bit to keep fresh legs in there. So they're going to be a team to reckon with in this tournament. They'll take on Puxico, who always does well in this Bloomfield Christmas tournament. Following that game, Richland and Malden. Richland has only lost 1 game this year, and boy, they have really got it going right now. They are a team that they feel like that they got a chance to win this tournament, and that game should start somewhere around 12:45. Then following that game, the number 5 seed Dexter Bearcats take on the Van Buren Bulldogs, and which many people think will be a very tight ball game. The 6th seed at 4 o'clock, Bloomfield Wildcats will host East Prairie. Following that game at 5:30 or somewhere around there will be Hayti and South Pim. Then rounding out the first day's action will be the Twin Rivers Roll, the 8th seed, against the Donovan Dons, the 9th seed team. So that's the way it shapes up for today, and the winners will advance to the championship bracket. The teams that lose today will go to the consolation bracket. So everybody will play Monday again. So everybody's guaranteed 2 games. So that's a lot of experience that you get here. Great gym, great host. The Bloomfield schools have done this for 53 years. They've got all the kinks worked out, all the problems worked out, and they just do a great job hosting a tournament.
Well, and this tournament gives the lower seeded teams a great opportunity to practice for later in the season. The better the competition, the more that they're going to grow.
Again, we want to say hello to these folks that we know are watching on the web. That's Dr. and Mrs. F.M. Wilson in Jonesboro, Arkansas, Shannon McGowan in Jefferson City, Peggy and Jerry and the rest of the Vance family in New Hampshire, Illinois. Also, D. Isaac, Lillian, D. Neff in Marion, New York. That's our furthest away that we know of so far. And Dennis McGowan and family in St. Genevieve. Again, we're glad you folks are joining us, and we're proud to bring you this game. I want to tell you today's game being brought to you by Three Rivers Community College, also Lincoln Lacey Motors there in Malden, They have 2 dealerships, one north and one south. You can get your Dodge, Ford, Jeep, Chrysler at the north store, and your GM products there, or your GM cars at the south. Also, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I want to thank those folks. If you enjoy high school basketball, please let the sponsors know how much you enjoy them bringing the game. Both teams back out on the floor. Mules will be, I'm sure, playing a lot of their subs in the second half. Again, you might say, well, why do they press? Why do they continue to press? Why do they continue to play basically the same 7 or 8 players? Again, they've got to stay in shape. They've got to get used to the floor. It's a different gym, although they play in it year in, year out. Still, yeah, it's the first time they have visited this gym this year, and they've got the monkey on their back. Mules are seeded number 1. It's their tournament to lose, so everybody says.
Their time to shine, or keep shining.
East Carter will start the second half with the ball. Again, if you're watching on the internet or you're watching on TV, you have internet access, you're more than welcome to send us an email. Email us at sports@yhctv.com. We'll be more than glad to retrieve that, and hopefully it'll be something positive. I'm sure it'll be positive for Amanda. For me, they'll probably say you need another male announcer, and that will happen next game. We can't bring you all 26 games. I wish the voice would hold up, but it won't. Bernie goes with their starting lineup to start the second half. Both teams with their same lineups. Ziegler out front, working against Welch. Welch with a slap and a takeaway behind the back. Ziegler takes it back. He gets the ball down to Ziegler. Ziegler to Lewis. Lewis goes inside the lane. Going to have an offensive foul against Lewis. Did a push-off that time. Just underway the second half. Welch with the ball, gets it to Owens. Over to Welch, down in the corner to Smith. Skips it all the way to Stevens, out to Owens for 3. Right it down. Jake Owens with his first 3. He has 8 in the game.
Ziegler's in possession of the ball. Smith passes to Nichols.
Stroman with it. Lewis has it. Gets it to Barnes. Barnes inside to Nichols. He puts it up, will not go. Smith blocked that one. Welch thought about it. Gets it to Stevens, who goes in. Dishes off to Owens. Puts it up and in. Owens with all 5 points of the second half, and he has 10 in the game. We'll give you a recap of the scoring when this game is over with for both teams. Nice defense by McGowan. A quick pass from Smith to Owens. He goes in, lays it up, scores it. Owens with 7 and a quarter, 12 in the game, 55-6, 6 minutes to go. Stroman with the ball, takes it out. Looks for someone to dish off to. Gets it to Lewis. Lewis with the drive, puts it up, will not go, but McGowan with the foul. That's McGowan's second foul, team's first of the second half. You know, Amanda, I've been in this position that the Redbirds are in, and it's what you really want to do is go over and slip a 20 to the clock operator and tell him to turn it on and let it run. And it's just one of those things that you go through, and you just have to grin and bear and do it. The second shot, it's short. Gets the ball back, but he's out of bounds. It will be turned over to the Mules. .540 to go in the third quarter. Stevens on the side, skips it all the way to Owens. Welch out front, back to Owens for three. Write it down. It's been the Jake Owens show in the third quarter. He has 10 in the quarter, 15 in the game. Welch with a takeaway on the pass. Bernie with the run. Reverse that time, but Stevens scores it. Stevens with his first two of the second half, 11 in the game. 5 minutes to go, 60-6. Bernie's defense very stingy, Amanda. Owens going to be called with a push-off that time, his third, team second. Stromat will inbound for the Redbirds. Gets it out front to Barnes. Taken away by Stevens. Barnes gets it back. Stromat gets it to Lewis. Lewis with the drive. Gets it over to Nichols, who puts it up and in. 60-8 with 4:35 to go. Stevens from the side for three. Will not go. Rebounded by McGowan. He's going to be fouled. Go to the line to shoot two. Jordan McGowan is 0 for 1 from the line tonight. He has 9 in the game. Foul is on Shane Smith, his first, team second of the second half. McGowan's first free throw good. Shipman in for Stevens for the Mules. Now we've talked about Coach Hoagland. On the other hand, Coach Botch, he's sitting here thinking, what do I do? You try everything, and you run people in and out. Jeremy Walker in for Jordan McGowan. McGowan missed the second one. Ball out of bounds off the Mules. Will be turned over to the Redbirds. Coach Botch is in a tough position too. He don't want to get any of his players hurt. They're going to win comfortably. Stroman out front with double screen down low. Good offense by the Redbirds. Shot that time, put up a Ziegler, will not go. Will rebound out of bounds over to the Mules. 61-8, 4:06 to go in this third quarter of play. Fourth quarter will go quickly because they'll run the clock the entire time. I'll tell you,
Nice
Owens
shot.
is heating it up. He has 3 threes in the quarter, 13 in this quarter, 18 in the game. Jake Owens, 6'1" senior. 6 foot senior, they have him listed. Walker to Welch. Welch on the fly, puts it up, scores it. Welch now with 10 in the game. Barnes has it. Gets it down to Gets it down to Stroman. Stroman still with the ball. Shipman on him. Gets it to Nichols. Taken away by Smith. Smith still has the ball. Skips it over to Shipman. Shipman for three. Quick release. Will not go.
Nice rebound by Cook.
Was a good rebound. Little man right in there. Barnes with a drive. Puts it up. Scores it. I said Barnes. That was Cook, wasn't it? Shot that time. Owens to the corner. Finally misses one. Nichols with the rebound. Foul going to be on Shipman. His first. Team's third. Checking in for the Mules of Walker, McGowan, and Stevens. Going out is Owens, Welch, and Smith. 2:49 to go in this third quarter. 66-10. Mules on top. Stromeyer with a drive. Will not go, but he's going to go to the line to shoot two. Stroman, I should say. Foul is on Sammy Walker, his first, team's fourth.
Your were talking earlier about how the teams play together, and a lot of these guys have not been playing their entire lives.
You're talking about
for the
East
Redbirds,
Carter.
yeah. So it's neat to see how they do play together so well now.
Second one put up, scores it. His first points, Daniel Stromat. McGowan in the corner. Gets the ball down to Walker, puts it up, will not go. Rebounded by Jeremy Walker, puts it in, and he'll go to the line to try to convert the three-point play. Foul that time on Stromat, his third. Sammy Walker tried to muscle it up and in. Didn't go. Jeremy Walker with the rebound and put it back up and in. As I said, this guy's 5'9", and he is a workhorse under the boards for the Mules. 69-11 with 2:20 to go in this third quarter. Ziegler with the ball. Drives in, puts it up left-handed, will not go. Jeremy Walker the rebound. It goes to Stromat. Stromat out to Ziegler, puts up a three, will not go. McGowan the rebound. Brings it back out. Skips it over to Shipman, into Walker. Back to Shipman, skips it to Walker, to McGowan. McGowan decides to put up a three, scores it. Jordan McGowan with his second three of the day. 4 1/4, has 13 in the game. 72-11 with 1:40 to go.
The
Barnes
Mules are
with the
making
ball.
these threes look easy.
Yes, they are. They love to shoot those three. Barnes with a good drive, couldn't get it to go. Rebound that time, but Sammy Walker gets it down to Shipman. Shipman tries to throw inside. It goes out of bounds off of the Redbirds. Checking in for the Mules is Kerry Hughes. Going out is Quentin Stevens. Gets a hand from the Bernie fans. Shipman in the corner for three. Write it down. Cameron Shipman, his third three. He has 11 in the game. Nichols with the ball. 1:10 to go in the third quarter. He's working against Walker. Out of bounds off the Mules. Will stay with East Carter. Barnes were inbound for the Redbirds. Ball taken away by McGowan. Bernie on the run. Gets it up to Shipman. Puts it up, scores it. Nice pass that time by McGowan. Good hands by Shipman. 5 1/4 for Shipman, 13 in the game, 77-11. Shot put up that time by Ziegler, will not go. Good shot, just couldn't get it to fall. Foul going to be against Bernie. Kerry Hughes, his first, team's fifth. The line to shoot two, Derek Cook. Cook's a senior. Well, he gives you everything he has, doesn't he? He hustles.
He does.
Checking in for the Mules is Mason Lane. Going out to a good hand is Jordan McGowan. Second shot by Cook, scores it.
Good.
77-12, 45 seconds to go. Shipman with the ball. Gets it to Hughes. Back to Shipman. Oh, nice pass down to Sammy Walker. Puts it up, will not go. Tipped around. Stromat comes away with it for the Redbirds. Quickly down, tried to hit Cook with it over his head, out of bounds. 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. Hughes brings it down for the Mules. Gets it to Shipman, down in the corner to Jeremy Walker, back to Shipman. Drives, gets it to Walker. To Hughes. Shipman for a long three, will not go. Gets his own rebound, drives in, he trips. Going to be called for walking. 13.4 seconds. He looked like he was sliding in a second there, didn't he? Stromat inbounds to Ziegler. Ziegler brings it down against Shipman. Drives the lane, puts it up, will not go. Cook with the rebound, puts it back up, will not go. Rebounded to Shipman. As the horn goes off to end the third quarter, it's the Mules 77. The East Carter Redbirds 12. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Kurt Hillis at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet. We've got a full line of GMC, Chevrolet, and Buick products. I'll pass it over to my Ford man, Charlie Thacker.
GM's not your thing? Come check us out here at the Ford Dodge Jeep store. Check out my man Blake on the internet, LincolnLacy.com.
If you don't have time to come down to Malden, check us out on Cars.com or AutoTrader.com, and if you need financing, I'm going to pass it to my man Robert Sandage.
And our ultimate goal here at Lincoln Lacey, no matter your situation, is to pass the savings on to you.
I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
I'm taking the same freshman and sophomore classes as at a university, but at TRCC they cost a lot less and financial aid goes further. I love the individual attention. My teachers are great and classes are convenient. Learn more at www.trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Start here, start now at Three Rivers Community College.
Learn more online at trcc.edu.
Well, welcome back. Fourth quarter underway for Bernie. Checking in for the Bernie Mules, Zach O'Daniel, number 52. Also number 24, Marcus Robertson. Robertson with the ball. Gets it to Hughes. Hughes gets it to Lane. Lane to Robertson. Hughes for a long three, short. Cook with the rebound for the Redbirds. Barnes has the ball. Off his hands, taken away by the Mules as O'Daniel gets the ball to Hughes. Bounce pass to Sammy Walker. Hughes in the corner, will not go. Rebounded long out to O'Daniel. Redbirds with the takeaway. Barnes has it. Jump in there, Amanda. All I'm getting is a smile. Got a 5-second violation against Barnes. Good defense that time by the Mules, especially Kerry Hughes. Clock will run this entire fourth quarter unless there's a timeout or an injury. Robertson with the ball for the Mules, gets it to Hughes. Down in the corner to Lane. Back to Hughes. East Carter stayed in a 1-2-2 zone the entire game. Barnes with the takeaway, gets it to Nichols. Ziegler has it, gets it back to Nichols. To Ziegler. He's going to drive in. Puts up a left-hander, scores it. Nice shot that time, John Ziegler. He's a senior. He has 8 in the game. 77-14, 6 minutes to go in the game. Good ball movement by the Mules. 3 that time, put up by Marcus Robertson, banks it off the board, scores it. 80-14, 5:47 to go in this first game of 26 games for the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Cook with 3, short, rebounded that time by Robertson. He gets it to Hughes, back to Robertson. He gets it inside to Walker. Sammy puts it up, scores it, going to go to the line to try to convert the 3-point play. Clock running with 5:15 to go in the game. Walker converts. We've got a timeout on the floor with 5:01 to go. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jordan McGowan, Vice President of the Bernie Fellowship of Christian Athletes. The FCA wants to remind everyone to keep what's most important first in sports and school. My sponsors in Huddle would like to wish the best of luck to the teams in the 53rd Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament and a happy 2010.
Well, welcome back. We just got an email from Rick and Chrissy Murray down in Dexter saying great job on the broadcast. Looks great, and we appreciate that. Glad to hear from folks, and hope that it looks good on TV and also on the internet. I'm enjoying your Bloomfield tournament coverage. Watch your voice. I think you're in for a long day, Richard Pearson. Richard, I'm going to be calling just a very few of the games. We've got a great team that we'll be bringing the games to you. So we're, and I do appreciate that, telling me to watch my voice. Lonnie Hutchison asked if I drink coffee, and I said no. I said I don't. He said, well, that will help. I said, I don't drink coffee either, but it helped me one time, the only time I drank a cup of coffee. The water will help. Barnes inside, puts it up, will be found by Kerry Hughes. Barnes will go the line to shoot 2. He's 0 for 1 in the game, has not scored. 83-14. First shot short. Again, this game brought to you by New Wave Communications, Three Rivers Community College, Lincoln Lacey, and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Rebound that time by Mason Lane. Both shots short that time by Barnes. Ball kicked out of bounds by the Redbirds. Clock running with 3:40 to go. Amanda, what do you think your first game behind the mic?
It's a lot different being on this side of the court.
Nice turnaround shot that time by Zach O'Daniel. Got the ball up high. Good move. Put it down. His first 2, 85-14. Barnes for a long 3. Short. Hughes with the rebound. Good ball movement. Quickly down the floor. Gets it down to Shipman. Shipman goes in. Puts up a runner. Scores it. Shipman has 15 in this game. The junior has a quick release. Yeah, it's a lot of fun on this side, but it happens so fast. It's like officiating. You folks think it, you get onto the officials, you think, why can't they see this? They see so many things. We see so many things announcing that your mind sometimes goes much quicker than your voice. And same way about officiating is you want to blow the whistle and something else happens and you've already missed it. So you've got to react, and you react quick. Good hustle that time by Stromat. He gets the ball back. 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Mules up 87-14. Amanda Reynolds again on the co-anchor of the broadcast. Robertson with the takeaway. Gets the ball to Hughes. Back to Robertson. Gets it over to Shipman. Good ball movement by the Mules. Good spacing there against that 1-2-2 zone. Nice jump shot put up that time by Lane. Couldn't get it to go. Out of bounds off the Mules. Redbirds will control. Who's in for the Redbirds?
Number 4, Chris Carter.
Carter, he's a junior. Nice in that pass to Barnes. We're going to have a foul on the floor. Foul is going to be the second foul on Kerry Hughes. The line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Dwayne Barnes. Barnes is 0 for 3 from the line. In and out. Nice rebound by Stromat. Puts it up and in. Stromat with his first field goal. He has 3 in a game. Robertson in the corner with the ball. Tried to get it over to Shipman, but ball taken away by Ziegler. Shipman with a takeaway. Drives the length of the floor. Puts it up. Will not go. Lane with the shot. Couldn't get it to go. He'll go the line to shoot 2. Foul that time was on Dustin Nichols, his 4th. First one up will not go. Mason Lane is a 6-foot senior. Where's number 25? Second up, knocks it down. Barnes with the ball. Gets it over to Ziegler. Ziegler drives. Shot put up by Carter. Will not go. Bernie with the rebound. Hughes has it. Nice takeaway that time by John Ziegler. He scores a basket as the horn goes off to end the game. So Bernie Mules 88, the East Carter Redbirds 18. We'll be back in 30 seconds for a quick recap. Well, welcome back, and a quick recap of tonight's game. The number 1 seed Bernie Mules, the scoring for them, 18 points by Jake Owens, 16 by Quentin Stevens, 15 by Cameron Shipman, 14 by Jordan McGowan, 10 by Jake Welch, 3 to Marcus Robertson, 1 to Mason Lane, 3 to Sammy Walker, Jake Smith with 8, 2 to Zach O'Daniel, and 4 to Jeremy Walker. 8 for 12 were the Mules from the free throw line. They had 8 threes in the game. Now, everything is unofficial. We're the unofficial scorer. Lonnie Hutchison is the official scorer of this tournament. For the Redbirds, scoring went like this. John Ziegler with 10 points. 3 points to Derek Cook, 3 to Daniel Stromat, 2 to Dustin Nichols. 2 for 10 from the line were the Redbirds. Redbirds go to 0-6 on the season. Mules go to a perfect 8-0. Amanda, give us your thoughts of the game.
Well, as we said earlier, it went about like we expected, but it's still a good game to watch. And this was my first time watching Bernie and Redbirds this season, so it's neat to see how good the Mules are and how well the Redbirds held their own against them. And I think they definitely have improved since last year, and that means we can only get better.
Well, I like that attitude, and I hope the team has that. The fans stay behind them. Again, when you're in a rebuilding year, it's tough for people to get behind you. When you're winning, it's real easy to get behind the team. Everybody's behind you, and these young people, they need your help, win, lose, or draw. And the East Carter Redbirds did their school a good favor. I mean, they went out, played well, looked well. They had great sportsmanship. I didn't see anybody get aggravated, mad, or question an official or anything. And that's part of it. Again, the Bernie Mules did what they had to do, come out, establish a game. They had a hard time at first of the game. Again, give the Redbirds a little bit of credit of that. Their defense and willingness to stay in the game. First 4 minutes, the game was tied.
That's right.
Right after that, I mean, it was just an explosion, and Bernie went on a big tear with that press and did some takeaways and steals, and it really toed off on them. Again, I want to thank our cameraman, Brandon Horton. He did a great job as usual on the camera. And I want to thank my partner in crime with YHC TV, Tyler Wagner. He has got this TriCaster down, and he's our producer in this game. And he'll be announcing in Ed Gargis the next game. And we'll have different people working throughout this tournament. We've got a great team of announcers. Want to thank Amanda Reynolds coming on and helping us today. And I hope that she'll come back Monday when East Carter plays that second game and help us out. Some of the other people who will be announcing are going to be Ed Gargis, Tyler Wagner, Terry McVeigh, Lloyd Rice, Senator Rob Mayer, We're also going to have Jim Hall, and we're going to have Representative Steve Hodges is going to come on with us Monday or Tuesday, we think, and help us with the game. So we've got some great people to work the cameras and everything else. So, again, we want to thank our sponsors tonight's game. We want to thank the Three Rivers Community College, Lincoln Lacey in Malden. They've got all kinds of automobiles, General Motors, Chryslers, Jeep, Fords, pre-owned and new. Also, New Wave Communications and Fellowships of Christian Athletes. Amanda, closing comment?
Thanks for having me. Come and
Anytime,
watch.
young lady. I guarantee you, we appreciate you taking time to come up and see what we do for a living. It's a lot of fun. We enjoy what we do. Again, we're going to take a short break. We'll get our second team in here. Game coming up. Portageville Bulldogs, the Greenville Bears. Until next time, put the seatbelts on. We want to make sure you get to the holiday tournament here plenty safe. And don't forget, live today, learn from yesterday, look forward to tomorrow. We'll be back in just a few minutes.